absolutely. I think it's an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but getting through it.
Absolutely.
So I first have to ask, did you have any questions about the informed consent or anything?
No, it seemed pretty standard.
Okay, cool. And then after this, I will send you a member check form. It's just 2 questions to verify dependability. So if you can, whenever you have a chance, fill those out and shoot them back to me, and then I'll send over the gift card by email there too.
Oh, I was gonna say, you don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah,
pick up something for the kids.
I know, but I gotta keep it consistent. So.
Well, like, can I give it to Kathy to get something for the kids?
Sure. Yeah,
okay.
you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. How's Jenna? How's everybody doing?
She's doing okay. It's been a little crazy in our world. My husband's mother passed away a few weeks ago, so we were dealing with that, and then
Okay.
Jenna has to get her wisdom teeth out, so we're dealing with that. But
wow.
it's just all the.
Gosh, that seems early almost. How old is she now?
She's 16. She'll be 17 in January.
Okay, time flies, I guess.
I know, it goes way too bad. Well, as you know, with Aiden, it goes so quick.
Yeah. Well, good. So I'll jump into it here. I'm gonna ask you a few different questions. Kind of start out just top level with your experience with student attrition, and then ask you about factors and initiatives as well. So, I mean, to start off, what overall experience have you had with student attrition?
As far as students being able to remain in the program?
Sure.
And keeping them in the program?
Yeah, so when I say student attrition, I'll really be talking about students that are dropping out of the college without completing a credential, either a certificate or degree within a 3-year span. But that can also, by extension, especially for faculty members, students that are dropping out of class, right?
Okay, so you're looking at more of the people that don't stay.
Yes. Okay, more the people that don't stay, but also how to prevent that from happening. So it's kind of the opposite of retention, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do have students that do leave our program for various reasons. One big reason, and I don't know if this is, common amongst other schools as well, but I do feel like at community college settings, there's so much family pressure that a lot of these students are under as far as taking care of other family members, whether it be child care, whether it be taking care of an elderly parent, whether it be taking care of, a family member. And so sometimes I feel like that can get in the way, and they've told me that they've had to drop courses for that reason.
Okay.
One good reason that we've seen that we've actually lost some students during classes is that they've actually gotten jobs in the field.
Okay.
So I've had some students that were taking classes during the day, and they came to me and they said, I got offered this full-time job during the day, but that means I have to drop your class.
Sure.
And in some way, that's kind of a good reason for them. That's kind of our goal, is to get them out into the workforce. But But there also have been situations where we've then been able to move them into another section, like if there is an online section or an evening section, to try to keep them.
Sure.
I think we also have had some students that have struggled with medical issues or mental health issues that have shared that they needed to withdraw from the program due to that. And they've shared that they needed, they were asking about the medical withdrawal option, and, if they were able to re-enter the program, if they were able to come back. So I think those have been, kind of my biggest areas of where I've seen losing students, is either due to, family responsibilities. Again, they got a job or they changed a job. Or again, like I said, both physical and mental health type issues.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. On the flip side of that, are there any factors that you see help students stay, whether it's personal or faculty or the institution, really any of the above that you see consistently?
I absolutely see that consistency is huge for them staying in the program.
Okay.
Knowing that they have, and for my program and most of the allied, are you focusing on like allied health in general, or just like community college in general, or?
Yeah, just your experience. So whatever
Okay.
you've seen or
So,
have been party to.
So for example, like my program is coding and billing. So I pretty much have all the coding and billing students as my advisees. So I think the fact that they have that one consistent point person that they can always reach out to with questions has been really helpful. They're not having to contact the school and get sent around to a different counselor each time, or get sent to somebody who might not be familiar with the program, or somebody who might advise them and put them in the wrong class. So I definitely think the consistency is key, having that one point person that they can come to, that they feel, they can feel comfortable asking questions. Also, I feel like having an advisor who teaches in the program is helpful too. Because sometimes a student will get an advisor name on their list, and they have no idea who this person is, and they're like, I don't know if I want to reach out to them, or I don't really know who they are. But then when they're in your class, they're like, oh wait, you're my advisor, so can I ask you questions about this? And so it kind of opens that line of communication and kind of makes it more of an approachable situation. And again, I feel like for them more of a comfortable situation.
Okay.
And then another thing that I think has been huge for them is when they really start to do well in a class, the confidence that builds, I think, is a confidence that a lot of these students, or at least in my program, have never had before. Okay. Some of them have come from family situations where it wasn't really a positive situation. They've often had people in their lives that told them that they had made mistakes in their lives, that they weren't going to be able to amount to anything, that they weren't going to be able to accomplish anything. So the fact that they're now in college and that they're doing well in classes and that they're getting good grades, and a lot of them will get, they'll email me that they're so excited they got their list, that they made the president's list or the dean's list, or in our billing class when they passed their billing certification. Like these are all really important things to them. So I think if they're able to see constant milestones and constant, almost positive reinforcement throughout the program, I really feel like that helps keep them engaged in the program and wanting to continue.
Okay.
And then the other thing that I've also seen as far as keeping them in the program is when I meet with them for advising, we really try to map out the entire plan for them, for the program.
Okay.
And we kind of look at what their goal is, when their end date goal is. I always ask them this question, which is an awkward question to ask, but I ask them and I tell them to be honest. I really need to know, do you want more of a balanced load, or do you want to finish quicker?
Yeah.
Because that's really going to affect the way that I advise them. If they want more of a balanced load, I'm going to give them different classes than if they want to finish sooner. But
Sure.
we really kind of look at what they're looking for, and for most of them it is, I want to finish sooner because they want to get through the program.
Sure.
So we kind of map it out, and then I think when they see that, there's that light at the end of the tunnel, and they see that goal that is achievable, and when they can be finished, I think that also kind of helps keep them going.
Okay. Sounds good. So just having kind of tangible reinforcement really helps, and I think the specific advising, I know you mentioned that in your program, it sounds like you mostly have your own students to advise, mm-hmm. which is really nice, but a lot of students in other programs have kind of random instructors mm-hmm. advising them, right? So, and can you see the difference? I know you're kind of in coding and billing, but do you see or hear of the difference elsewhere?
Oh, absolutely. And even within coding and billing, sometimes I ask that all the billing and coding students get assigned to me, but sometimes if they're, when they first start out, or if they're a change of major student, sometimes they just get assigned to the Career and Counseling Center with a general advisor first before they get to me. And I've seen it make a difference, because when I look at their transcript, I kind of ask them, well, why did you take this course? And they say, well, because the counselor told me to. Sure. And then I have to be the one to tell them, well, that doesn't apply to this program, which basically means they just wasted money and several months on a class that they didn't really need. So I think that's kind of been one of the biggest differences, I think, for students that are kind of more liberal arts, general studies, I don't think it's as much of a difference to have them meeting with a general counselor. But